This is a Canon Rebel T100, and it's the EOS 3000 model. With this camera, I also have two lenses. I have this lens, and then I also have my smaller lens that goes up to 55 millimeter. I use both of these lenses depending on what I need to use, and it's very, very nice and compact. It does have Hi everyone, my name is Anthony for ASI Publishing and Sparkline. I'm here to talk a little bit about what I do for inspiration, and I get a lot of inspiration for the books that we write and for some of the low content books that we do as well, from the nature and family. I take a lot of photos, and so I'm going to show you some of the setup that I have. We're going to start with my drone. This drone is a Mavic Air, and if you notice, it does have a U.S. Army skin on it as well, because I am a veteran for the United States Army. And it's really nice because this drone, you can open up the legs and they'll come out, to fly it. And then you have the stands here, which acts as the antenna when you're using your controller. And there is a cover that goes over the camera. The camera is 4K camera and takes really nice video when I'm out flying it during the summer. I try not to fly it during the winter, mainly because of the cold, and I don't want it to be damaged because of that. At the beginning of every year, I do go through and I check the propellers and make a log of it. So I can go ahead and close it up. And then I also have the propeller, or the controller, which it does have the joysticks that are right here, and you just screw those right into place. For example, as so. I do have also a stand that disconnects to the controller, so that I can go ahead and hook my tablet up to it, so it gives me a bigger screen to pay attention and watch the monitor. So this is the drone that I usually use when I'm taking videos. I've taken it up to waterfalls, and I've got some pretty nice scenery. Usually when I do this, I also use this book that we published. This is available on Amazon, and this allows you to keep track of your flights, including your maintenance in the back. This is available on Amazon, so if you're interested, I will have a link down below in the description, so that you can be able to get to it really easy. So, as I was mentioning stuff, there is going to be a link down below the description to be able to take you to this book and be able to order this book for you. It's an amazing tool to be able to keep track of all your flights, especially if you have a Part 107 license, or just for fun, for hobbyists, you can keep track of your flights. And while you're at it, if you are finding value out of this video, go ahead and make sure you subscribe, like, and feel free to leave me a comment as well, so I know what your thoughts are and I can continue making some videos like this. The next thing that I have is the GoPro. This is an older model. This is a GoPro 7. It is in the case right now, and it's really nice. It does take the 4K video, and very easy. It is waterproof, so I can take this in the swimming pool, lake, wherever I need to. It does have a wide angle on it, and I have a little nice stand here, so I can control it as well. Now the next one stuff, and what I take most of my still pictures with, is my camera. This is a Canon Rebel T100, and it's the EOS 3000 model. With this camera, I also have two lenses. I have this lens, and then I also have my smaller lens that goes up to 55 millimeter. I use both of these lenses depending on what I need to use, and it's very, very nice and compact. It does have the picture finder, and it does take really nice pictures and videos as well. I have been learning to manually take all my photos. So I manually take all my photos and stuff with this by setting the aperture, ISO, and the shutter speed. Now with this, there are times where I want to get really low down to the ground to be able to get some good footage. So I have a smaller tripod, and this is really handy. Comes in handy on connecting to the bottom of the camera, so I can get some nice angles from down really low to the ground. Alright, so as I was mentioning, stuff is the really nice smaller tripod, so I can get really low down to the ground. When you do open this up, the legs will actually come out like this, and then of course you can have the camera setting on here, and you can angle this based off of the angle that you want, and you can position it depending on how you want that angled. Another really cool thing that we have is this light. I don't usually use the flash built in on the camera, so I do have this light. You can actually turn it on by holding the button a little, and you can see it is kind of bright. So I'm going to face it away from the camera, but you can see it is kind of bright, and then you hold the button in, it will turn it back off. This light will actually fit right in here where I can put another flash and turn it on. It'll give me that extra light when I take that picture. I also have a little device here that will allow me to hook it up so we can use it for the phone as well to add that extra to it. With this, I also have additional filters to go with it as well if I want to add additional type of effects and shading to the light itself. And finally and stuff, we have my tripod. I also have this tripod that goes with the camera, and it comes in really handy for when I'm taking night photos. So in case you need that longer shutter speed to be able to bring in a little extra light, and it keeps it steady for you. It also comes in handy when you're taking day photos and stuff, but it's a little bit cloudy outside. You need to have that tripod to steady it. You can set the timer and be able to let the timer go so you don't shake it when that picture gets taken. On it, it also has a level bubble as well that will tell you where it's at. It's right here on the end here, and it helps you level things out and stuff. So when you're taking your photos, you can keep a nice, safe picture. So, but going through everything stuff, there's a lot of equipment here that I use to be able to take these really nice photos. And so what I'm going to do is I'm putting a few of these things away, and we're going to show you the bag, because I do have a really nice bag that allows me to carry these items all in one bag. I only take the drone with me when I know I'm going to be flying it, so it takes care of some of that weight that I have. So I do have this bag that we got on Amazon, and it's really nice because this bag also has a container at the top here as well, and it has the spot for the camera. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open this up, and as you can see, it does have things. It comes with a waterproof bag as well, so if it's raining you can cover things up. But what I do is I always put the lenses in the center. This kind of adds a little bit more protection to the bag. On the side here I have the charger for the battery for the camera, so I put that in there as well. Then I can also fit the GoPro inside the bag, and then of course the camera will go down in this bigger spot in order to put it in here as well. And then of course I have the light that needs to go in here. I'll put it on the side, and then once everything is in this, I will go ahead and take the book, and I'll put that book right on top of here. This is actually going to keep it so the book doesn't get smashed. and then I can zip that portion up. Then after that, I can also take this part, the top, and I would be able to put the little tripod in here, as well as the drone. And we also have the controller and my little stand for my tablet. And then I can zip it up and push it over and snap it up. Another thing that this also has is on the back here. On the back, this has another pocket right here where I can actually put a smaller laptop or a tablet inside, so that I can keep the tablet with my equipment as well during that time. And then on the side here, I also will, you see the strap here, I can undo the strap and I can put the tripod directly in here, and then I can strap it up. And then on the other side, I have another pocket where I can put a bottle of water so that I won't get dehydrated. But that is my setup with all my equipment that I use, so that I can take some really nice pictures to be able to introduce on my YouTube channel as well as onto the Facebook group. But if you did find value in this video, please go ahead and remember to subscribe, like, and by all means leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.